Imagine the fury of an Alaskan blizzard. A helicopter, slicing through the whiteout, carries a deadly secret. Inside, a U.S. Special Forces team grips their gear. But nature has other plans. With a sickening lurch, the chopper spirals down, swallowed by the endless forest. The explosion shatters the silence, and deep within the woods, something immense awakens. As dawn breaks, the chilling aftermath is revealed. Captain Mesa stumbles upon a horrific scene of falling comrade, torn apart. Beside the body, a set of paw prints are pressed into the snow, each one double the size of a normal grizzly's. Panic sets in as Mason realizes the terrifying truth. The secret bioweapon they were transporting has breached its container, seeping into the frozen earth. Now, a new predator hunts them. Through the darkness, a monstrous shape moves with unnatural speed. This is no ordinary bear. Its eyes burn with a malevolent red glow, a sign of the horrific mutation coursing through its veins. It's bigger, faster, and its hide seems to shrug off damage. It has become a perfect killing machine, an abomination of nature. The remaining soldiers make a stand by a frozen lake, the air thick with dread. The attack comes without warning. Muzzle flashes illuminate a whirlwind of fur and claws. Bullets fly, but the beast is relentless. It shrugs off hits that would fell any other creature, and with a horrifying roar, it sends a soldier flying through the air like a rag doll. Mason, battered and terrified, barely escapes with his life. The image of the demonic bear burned into his mind. Fleeing for his life, Mason stumbles upon a data case from the wreckage. He pries it open, and the military's darkest secret spills out. Classified files reveal Project Ursa, an experiment to create biological weapons from apex predators. This mutated bear wasn't an accident of the crash. It was a failed prototype, a monster of their own making, lost in these woods for 2 long years. Now, it's awake, it's angry, and it's hunting the very men who created the program that spawned it. What did you think of this terrifying story? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more heart-pounding content. Ever feel like you're the one being hunted? Well, for Mason, that feeling just became his new reality. He was the prey, but now, the tables have turned. He's littered the forest with traps, mines, and thermal sensors. He's ready. But this isn't just any bear. This beast is a ghost, adapting, learning, using the wind to its advantage like a seasoned commando. It's a terrifying chess match, where every move could be the last. The final confrontation explodes in a blinding snowstorm. Fire erupts, consuming the trees, painting the snow-covered forest in shades of orange and black. Smoke chokes the air. Both man and beast are wounded, pushed to their absolute limits. As the colossal bear charges one last time, a metallic click echoes through the chaos. Mason has pulled the pin on a grenade. It's all or nothing. The resulting blast is catastrophic. The ground gives way, plunging them both into a hidden ice cavern below. The silence is deafening, broken only by the drip of melting ice and ragged breaths. The bear is bleeding out. Mason is fading fast. In his final moments, he looks at the creature and whispers, "You're just another weapon of war. Like me, a shared, tragic identity forged in violence." But the story doesn't end there. As dawn breaks, a rescue team discovers the collapsed cavern. There are no bodies. Instead, they find 2 sets of tracks leading away from the destruction, side by side, disappearing into the vast, silent wilderness. Human and bear walking together. What does it mean? Far away, in a sterile, secret military lab, scientists are hunched over microscopes, analyzing blood samples recovered from the snow. A screen flickers to life, displaying a shocking revelation. Human and bear DNA are not just present. They're merging, intertwining, creating something entirely new. The screen fades to black, and chilling words appear. Project Ursa. Phase 2. The hybrid soldier. The ultimate weapon is born. What did you think of that ending? 3 years have passed since the events in the Yukon. Deep within a secret facility in Alaska, the work of Project URSA continues. Scientists in white coats move with cold precision, their focus on a single, sealed chamber. Inside, a figure lives in isolation. Part man, part bear. A hybrid born from tragedy. His face is a haunting echo of Captain Mason, but his eyes hold the untamed soul of the gray bear he once hunted. They have stripped him of his name, calling him only Subject 01. Trapped in a steel cage, Mason's sleep is anything but peaceful. He dreams of the snowy forest, the deafening roar of the bear, and his own voice whispering, "You're just like me." He jolts awake, his hand instinctively flying to the scarred tissue over his heart, a permanent reminder of the moment man and beast became one. He may look human, but deep within him, a wild spirit paces, waiting. A new face arrives at the facility, Dr. Ilara Green, an ecologist who believes in peace, not power. She's been brought in to study Subject 01, but unlike her colleagues, she sees past the experiment. She sees the man. She speaks to him not as a specimen, but as a person. And slowly, through the fog of induced amnesia, he starts to remember. He remembers his name, Mason, and he remembers the blood and snow that led him here. During a routine experiment, everything changes. A high-frequency sonic wave is activated, intended to test his reaction. It does more than that, it awakens the bear. A guttural roar tears from Mason's throat as he shatters the reinforced glass of his cell-like S paper. Alarms, blurry soldiers scramble, and chaos erupts. But amidst the pandemonium, as a section of the ceiling collapses, Mason doesn't attack. He lunges forward, shielding Ilara from the falling debris. In that critical moment, the man inside wins. Seeing the humanity he fought to protect, Ilara knows she can't leave him here. Under the cover of a fierce Alaskan night, they make their escape. The beam of helicopter searchlights slices through the darkness, and the crunch of soldiers' boots on snow closes in. Pushed to the edge, Mason unleashes his hybrid strength, slamming his fists onto a frozen lake. The ice shatters, creating a treacherous but clear path for their escape. They find refuge in a familiar place, an old, dark cave, the very same one where his old life ended and this new one began. What will happen to Mason and Ilara as the hunt continues? Scene 16 starts in the quiet of the cave. The fractured pieces of memory finally clicked into place for Mason. He saw it all. The blinding flash of the explosion, the deep, ancient eyes of the bear, and the bizarre, impossible moment they became one. It wasn't an attack. It wasn't evil. The bear was just a guardian, desperately defending its home. Ilara's voice, soft as a whisper, cut through his turmoil. Maybe the forest chose you, Mason, to be its voice. Transition to scene 17, but their sanctuary was shook. The relentless hum of military vehicles closed in. Through the static of his radio, Colonel Harris's cold command echoed. Capture him alive. We're initiating phase 3. Mason stepped out into the swirling snowstorm, a creature of two worlds, caught between man and beast. A low growl rumbled from his chest, words forming in the frosty air. "There's no victory," he snarled, "in a war against nature." What followed was chaos, a symphony of destruction, gunfire and flames clashing against the raw, primal fury of the wild. Transition to scene 18 in the heart of the battle. Mason became a living shield. He held back the tide of soldiers, a roaring bastion of strength, buying just enough time for Ilara and the freed animals to vanish into the wilderness. Then, the base detonated. A cataclysm of light tore through the sky, a silent, beautiful apocalypse of fire melting into snow. When the world fell silent again, there was nothing. Nobody, no trace of Mason, ... Only a single Jayun, bare footprint, perfectly preserved in the newly formed ice. Transition to scene 19 6 months later. Spring had returned to Alaska, breathing life back into the scarred land. Where the concrete base once stood, a river now flowed, and bear cubs playfully tumbled near its banks. Ilara returned, holding Mason's old, worn journal. Her eyes scanned the horizon, and there, on a distant hill, she saw him. A tall, fur-cloaked figure moving with a familiar grace among the trees now. Longer just a man, not entirely a bear, but something new, something whole. Transition to scene 20 with trembling hands. Elara opened the journal to the final page. Mason's handwriting was clear. A final testament. When mankind stops trying to control nature, it read, "Nature will save us all." A tearful smile graced her lips as a gentle wind swept snowflakes across the valley. As the view reaches Weiss, Itolavast, vibrant forest, reborn from the ashes. A deep, echoing roar carries on the wind. Not a sound of menace, but of peace. A sound of home. Thank you so much for watching this story unfold. If you were moved by this journey of redemption, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that explores the powerful bond between us and the wild. See you next time.